Hello, and we are live, getting a little set up, entering or crossing into the threshold is what I'm coining today's live show. But welcome to another fantastic Friday. Once again, I am your host, the Tonya Dee, holistic Shaw medium and reflector by design. And today we're stepping into the fires of a new moon in Sagittarius, coming soon to a theater near you. But Sagittarius brings expansion, faith, and vision. A reminder that every ending births a new horizon. But before we leap, the moon today is actually in Virgo, holding space in the last quarter phase, the final integration before renewal. And if you missed last week's show, go back and tune in, take a listen. Those insights carry through this moment, grounding the magic that we're entering into now on today. And also, the shadow moon portal has officially closed, and we are now standing in liminal space. It's the hush before the solstice, where spirit whispers and the veils grow thin. So this is the sacred in-between energy. It's the time to gather your energy, refine or fine-tune your rituals, and prepare your wishes for the Omen days ahead. And of course, for deeper guidance, join the online coven, or at the very least, just subscribe so you don't miss the portals and the practices and the medicine and the magic that moves between these worlds. But we're going to dive into the elemental chart for the new moon in Sagittarius today and explore the energies writing this week's cosmic story as we transition into this elemental energetic field. But of course, now that we've opened this space and anchored into the lunar rhythm of the day, take a breath and a pause, and let's shift our gaze, our light, into this elemental field where the four pillars reveal the architecture of the moment. And as always, the cosmos writes the story from above, but the four pillars show us how the story lands in the body, in the timeline, and in the subtle pathways of our personal chi. And the new moon in Sagittarius brings fire, vision, and forward momentum, while the Virgo moon today calls for refinement, grounding, and devotion to those details. It's like reading the fine print in reality. So how do these currents actually merge? The elemental chart will reveal to us. So again, take a breath, take a pause, and really just feel your feet on the terra firma, the earth, and let's open up these pillars, heaven, earth, the year, the month, the day, and of course the hour, because that's kind of what sets the stage, to see what the energies are choreographing for this next lunar cycle. And of course, Tiger loves to be part of the show, as lately and as always. However, this is where intuition meets structure and spirit meets form. So I want to dive into the blueprint for this new moon in Sagittarius. Be sure to grab a bevy, and I will see you on the inside. This is a clip for the moon forecast for the Virgo moons, if your natal moon is in Virgo. This natal moon insight is for you during Sagittarius season. And if your natal moon is in Virgo, this is where the earth, it's this earthy precision meets fiery expansion, right? Starlight. This is like grounding the flame into form, isn't it? So as we bring this energy down, the fiery cosmic energy of Sagittarius, the sun shining light on everything, into the earth, into form. This is like practical magic for the Virgo moons, just saying. So if your natal moon is in Virgo during the Sag season, when the sun moves through Sagittarius, your Virgo moon is invited to loosen the reins and trust the process. Sagittarius expands the pot, the pool, where Virgo refines. And together they create sacred precision, wisdom grounded in wonder, grounded in reality. So you're learning to balance detail with divine timing. I was trying to think of the cosmic weather. It's the soul's harmonic.
So this is about getting organized with openness. And the Pisces first quarter moon, this is going to soften your perfectionism. It's inviting faith in the unseen. Where the Gemini full moon is highlighting your voice and your purpose, gift and purpose. So what do you feel called to teach, heal, or share? You've got the gift. You bring reality into the physical, right? And Virgo, last quarter moon, this is your learner checkpoint, like checking into the lunar field, your emotional cosmetic field. It's about clarity, cleansing, and release. All before the Sag new moon reignites Omen days again, just saying. So it's reigniting your sense of service, your spiritual growth, and Mercury in Scorpio sharpens your insight and your emotional intelligence, while Mars approaching Capricorn helps you apply what you've learned in those tangible ways. So you may feel reflective, but simultaneously ready to step into something bigger and balance the mental busyness with soulful surrender. You could be drawn to improve habits, systems, or your sacred work with renewed purpose. So for you to work with this energy, review your rituals, your routines, your daily structure. Which of them serve your expansion and which ones restrict it? Let go of the need for perfectionism. God knows I have, source directive. Focus on alignment instead. Practice gratitude journaling daily to shift from criticism to appreciation. And a prompt for you, left hand on your heart. How can I serve my vision? Through trust instead of control. That's through allowing. It's the great spirit of allowance. And an affirmation for you if your natal moon is in Virgo. I can sense you out there. I refine the sacred details of my dreams with grace and gratitude.
And Ashe, we are back. I just noticed I'm kind of in the same kind of outfit here, the wardrobe, but the hat, right? Gotta love a great hat. However, as we step across the threshold of this new moon in Sagittarius happening for us, this is the elemental field revealing a very curious alchemy happening for us. One that blends instinct, intelligence, fate, and also foundation. So for this new moon in Sagittarius, we stand on a yang water dog of a day inside of a yang earth rat month held by the yin wood snake year, all arriving through a yin earth rooster hour. So we're going to unravel what this cosmic braid is kind of whispering for this new moon, starting with the Yang Water Dog Day. This is the path. It's the path of the instinctive seer. Yang water is movement, it's intuition, it's adaptability. The river that knows how to find its way, even in the dark. And the dog brings loyalty, protection, and the instinct to guard what really matters. And together they create an energy of heightened intuition, emotional intelligence, deep truth kind of sensing the deeper truths, along with a desire to protect your purpose and your gift. So this is the day where water becomes the oracle. We're not just feeling the energy, we're tracking it. It's like the flow of it, it's the circuitry. And the Yang Earth Rat Month it's the architect in what I'm coining the Shadowlands. So the month pillar shows the external pressure, the environmental coding of the moment. And Yang Earth is the mountain. We go to the mountain to tell the mountain our secrets. It's steady, reliable, it's immovable, right? The mountain doesn't come to us. And the rat is strategy, intelligence, the problem solver of the zodiac. I always think of Templeton in Charlotte's Web. Combined, this month summons kind of a structure emerging from chaos, strategy born from intuition, or at least maybe tuning into our intuition. Movement beneath the stillness, the still waters, and clarity rising from the underworld, things happening beneath the surface. And the mountain The mountain holds firm while the tunnels beneath kind of come alive. So it's like what is unseen becomes known. What is hidden becomes usable. So I'm really liking the frequency here. And yeah, Tiger's smacking me. He wants me to scratch at him. The year, the yin wood snake year. This is the sorceress awakening, or the awakening of the sorceress. The year pillar, I've said this all year long, is the collective storyline, the backdrop every being must dance against. So yin wood is the tender sprout. It's delicate yet very unstoppable. Imagine like a tree sprouting through a stone, basically. And the snake brings magic, of course, timing, shedding, and sacred knowing. I always think of the catechus, the snakes, right? So together, the year creates psychic sensitivity, intuitive awakening, karmic unraveling, along with creative regeneration and transformation through the subtle fields. It's a subtle energy, not by force. So the year, this entire year, has been about remembering what you really are or who you really are. A being or an energy capable of shedding skins and slipping into new timelines, new dimensions, new places and faces. And today, or at least when this new moon arrives, the snake opens a new chamber in that spiral. I would say it's like a kundalini kind of rising, a green kundalini actually. So it tells me it's coming through the heart, but it's also coming through red kundalini through the root center. But the yin earth, the hour, this is where it comes alive. This is the soft ground of becoming. Like, who are we ultimately becoming? And the hour is our inner world. It's the private landscape inside each and every one of us. It's our true self beneath those public personas or those layers. And yin earth is fertile soil. It's receptive. It's nourishing. It's also steady. So it's telling us, like, plant those intentions, trust the becoming of who you're becoming, and soften so the seed can actually breathe. Stillness is not stagnation. It's actually a form or a part of gestation. So it's in the stillness. So the hour is invoking that we are becoming what we've already chosen. And yeah, of course, the dog has to bark. Cats and dogs, right? But underneath this quietness, quietly, like what's happening beneath the surface in the unseen. So I always like to talk to the pillar, to the day master, how these energies relate to each and every one of us, no matter what your personal chart. The day master, in this case, yang water, is actually our main character of this energy. It's the essence of it. So here's how these pillars relate to the day master, in this case being yang water. So water plus the dog, that's our own magical pillar. That is the pillar of this energy of this new moon. So it's aligned, it's noble allies, friends, instead of frenemies. It's a day when instincts speak loudly, but also accurately. So yang water, or water plus the yang earth within the month, the mountain, the woo. Water feeds the earth, but earth also contains water. So what does that mean? Thought you'd never ask. So you may feel emotionally full in a way, yet outwardly kind of responsible. There could be pressure to stabilize. You might be called to create structure. So this is constructive energy. It's not a conflicting energy. So water plus the yin wood in the year, these are the stems that I'm looking at. Water nourishes the wood. So this is beautiful. It's the synergy energy. Our intuition fuels spiritual growth. So tuning into our spirit side, our higher self, our emotions feed our transformation. So this is a rebirthing frequency coming towards us. And water plus the yin earth happening in the hour. I'm just looking at the stems. They're the energies on top, not the animals below. So earth can actually control or kind of contain or even the muddy waters, if you will. So the key here is to stay flowing. Don't stagnate. Don't self-judge. Don't self-judge, like literally the judgment call, right? And just allow and let movement happen within the stillness and the quietness. It's kind of the reverie. It's kind of like going into the deeper side of meditation, beyond like 3D meditation, I guess, getting into the imaginal realm. So the message of this new moon, this particular chart, the 4 pillars configuration is telling us a very clear story that our intuition rises, that's yang water, while the mind strategizes, that's the rat, as the soul sheds, which is the snake, and the body softens, yin earth. So this new moon happening for us in Sagittarius next week, next Friday actually, adds the fire of vision and expansion. So then this becomes a portal of psychic insight, grounded direction, transformational growth, but also new world planting, intuitive strategies. So this chart is like, it's invoking, it's speaking, it's asking, like, just knowing you are ready and you already know where you're going. It's time to trust the becoming and embody that. So this Sagittarius new moon does not ask us to leap. It's asking us to really orient. And the yang water, it wants to move, but the earth is asking us to be honest first. And this is all happening, if you haven't been tuning in, it's happening right before Omen days and before the solstice. So we are literally being shown what truth is mature enough to really carry forward. And not every arrow flies yet. Some are still being kind of aimed. So this is a liminal chart. It's like 1 foot is in motion and 1 foot is in the stillness, in that reverie. So it's perfectly timed before Omen days and the winter solstice. So again, I want to look into the elemental breakdown because it always comes back to the day master. So water is present. I always want to look at how many elements are present in the chart, whether they're yin or they're yang. So water is present, but it's also contained. There's a lot of earth around it. Earth directs water. And yang water, our day master, this equals like a vast, visionary, truth-seeking. It's very Sagittarian aligned, I might add. The rat month, because now I'm looking at the elements, is also a water branch. So this in tune, it equals the birthplace of water in the seasonal cycle. It's like pure water. So this is water being gestated. It's not rushing. It's like simmering. So that tells me the insight is forming beneath the surface. So pay attention to your intuition, those subtle messages. They come different for all of us. It could be sight, it could be sound, it could be feeling, it could be sensing, touch, like all the things. But earth is strong, plus it's structuring. We have a lot of earth, yin earth and yang earth. So we've got like this meadow, we've got a mountain scape, if you will. We've got some boulders happening. And the dog, the earth branch underneath the day master, yang earth, that is the month stem, and yin earth in the rooster hour, that's stem. So we do have earth happening for us. And then we have like earth. Just know earth is the containing the water. It's not blocking it. So what happens, or what this creates, is like emotional sobriety, discernment, responsibility for one's authentic truth. So this new moon is literally invoking, again, that not every truth needs to be spoken yet. Some need to just mature. It's a maturing process. It's like the sound of silence. Wood in the year is present as a direction. It's not an action invocation. So the yin wood in our snake year, wood here, it's this ancestral and strategic energy. It's not fast growing. So it holds that intent, but also planning and soul direction. It's like the directive of the soul. Rather than kind of the outward movement, this is kind of inward movement. It's inner alignment before outer expansion. That's kind of what that is speaking to. And the fire is actually hidden, but it's actually guiding, because we don't really have any fire stems. We do have a fire branch, but no stems. So fire is in the snake, and fire here equals the inner faith. It's not external enthusiasm. It's not charisma, actually. So this is Sagittarius fire that burns inside of our chest. It's like the heartfelt fire of passion, maybe. It's not in the spotlight, but it is there. And then the metal, that equals refinement and truth telling. This is all happening in the hour of the rooster, which is a metal branch. And it's actually a directional branch, is what I want to say. So metal appears late at the hour, meaning like late in the day. So what does that mean? It means that clarity comes through our voice. It's the focus energy, and truth arrives through the articulation, utilizing words. Boundaries form through naming them. You have to invoke and just draw your line in the physical. So this is the moment where inner truth prepares to become the spoken truth. It's like you finally are invoking outside words instead of keeping them inside your mental mind circuitry. So overall, the elemental message is that this new moon is not about speed. It's about orientation. And water is being shaped by the earth, giving it direction. Fire is held in the heart. And wood is choosing direction, where metal is waiting for the right words to actually literally form. So this is kind of it's a compass setting moon, not a launching moon. So looking at the pillars in the relationship to the Daymaster, because this matters, our Yang Water Daymaster, that is the focus energy. It's the focal point. And knowing that the Daymaster is Yang Water, hi Tiger. Yang Water is the ocean, the river, the current. So I really like this flow for us as well. Will you just calm down, my little buddy? He wants to be part of the show, if you can't tell. He's a funny little guy, and he wants to be in it. So Yang Water, everything goes back to the Yang Water, our Daymaster. So that part I really like. The earth gives it guidance. It gives it direction. It contains it. I always like to think of like a river. There's always could be boulders or rocks across a river, or there's dirt, soil that gives it direction. We do have a pond or something kind of happening for us. So the Yang Water, again, is the seer. It's the seer. It's the intuitive energy that's happening for us, not against us. You are like on one. He's biting me. Sorry about that. He wants to be part of the show. And we don't have any tigers in the show, but either way, we have one sitting here. So back to our energies here. So just knowing that it's the psychic energy, it's the skills of it, it's the water, this grounding energy that's happening for us. It doesn't really matter. It's about being in energetic flow of all these elements and utilizing them, whether it's emotionally. So it's like creating the energies that go together, basically. So I really like this, the pillar to Daymaster and how these energies relate. If you do have a water Daymaster, you're probably going to be more intuitive than normal, the average Joe, and more guided, more directed. So I really like this constructing energy that's happening for us, not against us. And again, with no judgment. So it all kind of plays together, grounded and energetically. That's kind of what is coming in. So Yang Water and the rat, again, that's what do I want to say? It's the character of the water. So Templeton, I always go to Templeton from Charlotte's Web. So this is insight that's coming below the surface with this water. And I want to say the earth is moist, so it's not dry. It might be a little frozen, but we still have these happening for us simultaneously. So I really like all of this as well. So I just want to say, with all these focusing moving towards us, and kind of away from us directionally as I'm looking at the water to the yin wood. So there's these moments of truth speaking, invoking, like maybe you're holding in a hidden truth that needs to be said. So I really like how this is flowing for us. If I feel like I'm rolling over, but either way, the dog, the earth branch. So earth controls the water. It's discipline, it's boundaries, it's the containment. So this is that emotional maturity, it's responsibility for those truths, but it's also integrity, which comes from the rooster, before the expression. So it's about not spilling your truth, but you want to be authentic and you want to stand in, be vigilant, standing in your truth. So the month, the yang earth with the rat. The yang earth is the mountain. The rat is like a pond or a lake. So it's kind of a fascinating combination there because the rat is nourishing the water, or it nourishes water. And the earth, the yang earth, is the stabilizing element. So this is like insight is forming, but it's also grounded in the mountain. So just knowing intuition is present, but it's also anchored. So this is wise water, not emotional flooding. So that's kind of curious for especially a moon. And then the year with the yin wood snake, knowing that wood is fed by water, coming from the rat or even our day master. So the day master is supporting the year. So this means that our truth is feeding our long-term evolution, whatever that is. So what you may realize in that moment is going to shape your future path. And it's also those ancestral and karmic layers, they're being activated ever so gently. So this new moon plants those deep-seated roots, not visible branches. And the hour, the yin earth rooster, because it always goes back to the day master. So earth again asks water to slow and refine, where the rooster being metal, that's an energy that comes from the earth. It's housed in the earth. That's preparing the voice. So this is where the truth that we receive during this new moon is not for immediate action. It's for future articulation or utilizing, invoking your voice, especially through teaching, ritual, or testimony, even invoking prayer words. Ritual is what I always go to. So why does any of this matter? Like literally, why this matters, especially before Omen days and the winter solstice. Omen days equals messages, signs, patterns, revealing direction. It's literally my favorite ritual of the whole year. And the winter solstice, that's the rebirth of light. It's that inward turning point. So this new moon collaborates our inner compass. It clarifies what not to carry forward. And it really does set the energetic tone or the sound or the vibration for the solstice rebirthing. So it's a moon of quiet resolve or reverie and soul truth, along with gentle commitment to yourself first. So the Sagittarius new moon arrives literally right before Omen days and the winter solstice. Now, Omen days you can start either on the 20th, winter solstice, or the 24th is the latest. So if you haven't come up with your 13 wishes yet, or you haven't subscribed, you can script them out now. And stay tuned because we'll be going through that all of Omen days. But this 4 pillars is telling us that this is not a moon for rushing forward. We're kind of working with yang water, dog in the day, where truth demands integrity, but also loyalty. And the yang earth rat in the month, this is where insight is being formed. It's being formed quietly beneath the surface. And the yin wood snake year, this has been reminding us all year that transformation happens through shedding, not force. It's the shedding of the old. And the yin earth rooster hour, again, that is refining what will eventually be spoken. So I would map it out, reword it as many times as your heart decides. It's all about you. And the yang water, literally, it wants to move, but the earth is asking it to slow down. So this new moon doesn't launch the arrow. It's literally just aiming it right before Omen days begins, before the solstice, the light of it returns. So we're really being asked to orient our inner compass. Not every truth needs the action yet, but it's always yes. And what else? But maybe not yet. Some truths need maturity. That's what this is invoking. And some need witnessing. So this is a moon where direction becomes clear, not because we're pushed towards it, but because we listened. It's the sound of silence is what I'm being told here. Okay, that was kind of a lot. We've explored the lunar currents, the elementals, if you will, and the pillars all here, and the subtle choreography of the cosmic energy in the story. We're going to shift into the realm of the ancestral intelligence, if you will, the place where spirit speaks through symbols, which I love, along with the sound of the shells, of course, the cowrie shells, which who doesn't love the divination? So if you want me to move the divinations on your behalf, all you have to do is comment your time, not really your time, your month and your hour of birth, and I will tune into that and see what happens for you as we move the shells. So just a quick little break when we return. And yeah, that's all you have to do.
Have you heard of Omen days? A sacred time of reflection, release, and intention setting, spanning 12 magical nights during Yule. Write down 13 personal wishes before the 21st of December, winter solstice, or on the 24th of December, Christmas Eve. Each wish represents something you'd love to manifest in the coming year, but there's a twist. Every night during Omen days, you burn one wish. The smoke then carries it to the universe where higher powers take care of it. But the 13th wish, that's the one for you to make happen. Write each wish on a small piece of paper, fold them and place them in a jar or a bowl. Every night, pick one at random and burn it. Also, grab a deck of your oracle cards and pick a message each night. Every night, pick one at random and burn it and grab a card. On the final night, take ownership of your 13th wish. It's your responsibility to fulfill. Why is it magical? Omen days isn't just about wishing, it's about letting go, trusting the universe. By starting on the winter solstice, this marks the return of light, perfect for setting intentions for a brighter new year. Begin on December 21st and embrace the magic of transformation.
And we are back. So the ancestors and Tiger here. This is my favorite part of the show. On top of all the elements, I get really excited. But this is the space where spirit speaks through symbols, shells, the whispers of the unseen. So of course, if you're feeling called, drop your birth year and your month in the comments. And as a protege, a student of Elder Melodoma Somé, the Dagara lineage, I use Cowry shell divination to read the elemental architecture of your personal purpose, your challenges, and the forces moving through your life in the moment. And Melodoma transitioned into the ancestor realm on the 9th of December in 2021. So this really isn't fortune telling. It's really a conversation with your soul. So just take a breath and tune in. And when you're ready, we can open the shells and really see what spirit is revealing on your behalf. So I really do like that. We'll give some insight, some time, and I'll move Tiger out of the way as we wait. And I like to do an invocation. I usually call in your spirit team, my spirit team. I look at the month and the year you're born. There's elemental insights that happen for me. So that's what we do here in this part of the show. I see quite a few of you watching, whether on YouTube or Facebook. Doesn't really matter. I love that. And usually, we've been kind of sober, kind of a sobering moment this last month, I'll say, of divinations. No one's kind of chimed in or tuned in. I think we're in the liminal space. I think everybody's preparing for Omen days and their wishes and planting seeds for the new year on top of a new moon. So it's kind of a collective remembering. So just know at the close of today's show, just remember we're not leaving the moment in this moment. We're kind of entering something. We're entering something, is what I want to say, with this Sagittarius new moon, is kind of helping us set the compass, not by rushing forward, but by tuning in and listening more closely. And even now in this moment, as we're approaching Omen days, this is like the sacred stretch, if you will. It's a stretch of time where the universe begins to speak in symbols and signs and those subtle energetic nudges. So just, I love tuning into this and paying attention. And during Omen days, it's very important to, like, don't look for answers, literally notice the patterns and pay attention to what does repeat and also to what interrupts and to what quietly insists on being seen. In my case, it's Tiger. Tiger definitely wants to be seen lately. And just know you don't need to act yet, and you don't need to decide yet. So this literally, it's a time of witnessing, reading the language of the unseen, the unspoken, and just really just letting meaning gather organically and naturally. So just kind of feel into that, especially as the light moves towards the winter solstice. Like, what is this bringing for us? And allow yourself to just soften into the stillness, the quietness, like a still lake or a pond is kind of what I'm seeing. And just let the signs come to you, and let clarity, it's the maturing, it's the wisdom hour, really. And let truth rise gently without force, just organically. So I really like this. And just trust what reveals itself, but also trust what stays quiet. And really tune in and trust what returns again and again and over. Especially as Omen Days begins and the universe is already kind of whispering to us. So I really like that for each and every one of us. So yeah, I'll just wait a little bit longer to see if anybody wants me to move the shells on their behalf. Yeah, I'll have to kick Tiger off the stage. So I'll give a rest to my voice for a minute and get the chunky monkey moving. He's just all about it lately. Yeah, your behalf, huh? So we'll wait a few minutes and see if anybody wants me to move the shells on their behalf. Every time I put him down, he jumps up. So there is that. Yeah, he's already wanting to go after them. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be shy once again. We're at 339. I like that. 40 minutes of me going off. So if I don't have anybody, we're going to close today the sacred container, because all my containers are sacred. Thank you for sharing your energy, whether you were joined me live or not, or just tuned in, but also your curiosity and your presence in the cosmic energetic field. And if anything I said today, these insights resonated, just make sure you subscribe so you never miss a new moon, a full moon, or even an elemental energetic transmission. And just know, for deeper magic, there's rituals, meditations, workshops, the Quantum Leap series, definitely. I'm opening portals in 2026. You can also join us live in the online coven if your spirit is calling. Also, for more personal clarity, you can schedule a private Cowry shell divination at tonyadee.tv. This is where we map your personal elemental design, just like I do on the 4 pillars in the show for the moon. But I also prescribe a personal ritual that your soul is actually asking for. So I like that as well. Next Friday, be sure to tune in on YouTube. The Musing Moon meditation will be up, along with the Sacred Spirit Circle for Capricorn. And until next time, always stay radiant, stay curious, keep dancing with the lunar energies, the moon. And I'll see you next Friday, same time, same frequency. Blessings, my energetic beauties, and may your magic lead the way. And as a side note, people throw shade and dim your light all the time. And if people can throw shade and dim your light, then I can radiate your brilliance. And if you don't know me, I am the Tonya Dee. My motto is changing lives, igniting passions on the information highway while awakening the spirit. You can join me for elemental rituals, moon medicine inside the coven. But until next week, I'll see you then. And that is actually the kickoff of Omen Days. So grateful to be here, and I'll see you on the other side. Blessings.